Hello there folks, me RGB from RJB TV, and I'm back with a better microphone than I previously had. Actually, it's actually my old microphone. It's just the microphone decided to start working out of nowhere. I just gave it a shot, plugged it back in after a couple of days, and it was working again. Don't know how that works, because I literally tried everything within my power, all the settings, reinstalling the microphone, reinstalling the software, tried everything, nothing worked. But I've had that problem before, and I just replugged it in after a couple of days, and out of nowhere, it starts working. Out of nowhere, all the problems are fixed. Which means that we can now cast this game with Gensay against 458 in peace, without worry, without anything to worry about. No concerns, just pure enjoyment of the legendary days of 458, where he brought us exciting Protoss play against the top level players in the world, such as Gensay, Rabbit, Brain, Baku, Burger, Sasu, you name it, he played them all. 458 here on the yellow Protoss. This game was played in July of 2022, somewhere around that time, maybe the 29th or the 22nd, not exactly sure which of those 2 days it is, but it's one of those 2 days. Goes for a double gateway first because he's on a middle spawn location. That is very normal stuff. Stuff you will very often see. So in the previous game we had Rabbit against 458. 458 ended up winning that game after about, I'd say, 16-17 minutes of a pretty strong performance. He really tore Rabbit apart. Not very quickly. It was a little bit slowly at some times, but once he got his teeth into that flesh, he just never let go. Never, ever let go. Like one of those attack dogs. Very aggressive attack dogs. Once they bite down, they never let go until their prey has bled out. Something like that, I guess. So yeah, he goes for a third pylon before the second nexus. Usually, you don't get this third pylon before the nexus. You get like double zealot nexus pylon. So our thing is a little bit switched around. I don't think it'll affect him too much. It does slow down the nexus, does probably slow down the technology, cybercore, everything else as well. We got a probe there on the enemy side of the map, trying to do some damage to the SCV. So the thing here with the probes is probes can shoot from one range further away than an SCV, and they can move and shoot at the same time. So a probe is technically stronger than an SCV, even though they have less health than an SCV and less damage than an SCV. Well, the same amount of damage actually, just less health. Like 60, here we got 40. But because they can move and shoot at the same time, or shoot from a little distance, it's technically a little bit stronger, because realistically, if you're very good at micro, an SCV can never hit the probe, but the probe can hit the SCV. Marines outside of the base. 4 zealots coming in. We got triple barracks there, though. Triple barracks in a bunker in the back. You should be fine. This should not hurt him too much. Like, you're not gonna be able to damage him as the Protoss here. This bunker protects everything quite well. He can actually maybe get into the backside there, in which case he would just unload the Marines and attack the zealots anyway. Gonna try to get in there. Actually gets on top of that. Ooh, the Marines are stuck. Goes for the SCVs instead. Gets some damage down. A little bit more than I anticipated. A little bit more than I anticipated. But they're now in equal amounts of workers, and I'd say that defense was fine for Gensay, because he went for early command center. With an early command center, usually defending is a little bit difficult. So the amount of damage he took, despite the command center first into triple barracks, is completely fine. He doesn't mind, because he already has the SC production coming in to get his economy running faster and faster. Also double factory, very fast. No engineering bait, no academy. Going straight to the double factory. He stops producing from his barracks for a little while. Not sure if that is because he's going to lift them, or just wanted to get the third factory. So goes across the map, checks the choke to see if there's cannons up on the front. There's cannons up on the front. They're just going to wait there to maybe intercept probes moving out, maybe to intercept zealots, or to just have an early warning on anything that leaves the base to attack. We have a slightly slow robotics. We have a third gateway. Citadel of Doom in the back. Triple gas. Triple gas is quite a lot. As you can see, he's already overshooting the gas mark by quite a little bit. So he might go for a third robo or maybe for a fast Templar's Archive in addition to a support bay. So support bay and the Templar's Archive are probably going to be what he's going to build next because his gas is quite high with the triple caster on the bottom. So the Zealots push the Marines back, but now the Marines push the Zealots back. It's a little bit of push and pull. The fourth factory, they're on very fast 4 factories there. One is for vultures, one is for tanks and siege mode. Fighter in the middle. Yeah, they're just dancing back and forth, doing a little bit of damage. This is actually better for 458 than it is for Gensay, because Gensay is losing a lot of Marines. And you really do want to keep those Marines alive to help you with defending against the shuttle drops, Zealot frontal attacks, whatever you name, whatever it can be. Having those Marines alive actually helps, and that's a lot of dead Marines. That's way more than he can actually afford, to be honest. Like, he still has a little bit of army, but when the Reavers and the Dark Templars are coming in, the Marines are somewhat crucial in defending against the Reaver's shuttle. Now, he does have more factories, of course, so maybe the higher amount of factories can offset the amount of Marines lost. And he's going for a push, but I would argue his push would have been stronger if he had like double the amount of Marines with some medics in between. He's got Stim on the way. He only just now finished his academy, very late academy. These Dark Templars, he has a scan with energy. The Templars coming in. Yeah, he's gonna pick them up, try to make them, take them out of there. Keeps one alive, loses one. Did not kill the tank. Gensay scanned a little bit too fast. Reaver there in the back. Another Reaver on the way? No. 2 Reavers are inside the shuttle. Vultures coming in, running to the backside. Okay, there's cannons in the back. Not gonna work. Gets blocked by the Dark Templar, and that one to stay alive. The Reaver is going across the map there. Gensay wants to end the game pretty fast. He's just being aggressive. He's using everything for aggression. He's building turrets back at home, though, and has a bunker filled up with 4 Marines, but that might not be enough to defend against the shuttle with the Reaver. So he pushes in. He's going to try to take down the pylon. Dark Templar there doing a lot of damage. Losing a lot of Marines. Putting down mines. The mines do explode on the Dark Templars. One of them stays alive. Another one there in the front within range of the turret. The drop there comes in into Gensay's bases. Very late. Comes in. Reaver's shooting. Reaver's killing. Goes down to 28. Gensay played a risky game, and it was a little bit too late with setting up his defenses. The tank should have already been sieged up, but they only sieged up after the Reavers unloaded. It was just a little bit too slow, by like 4 to 5 seconds. If it was 5 seconds faster, you would have defended that. I assume with taking fewer economic losses. Also in the middle, the Dark Templars are still being an absolute beast. Look at the Dark Templars just killing whatever they can. 458 is making Dark Templars look pretty damn strong. Look at this. Dancing in and out, in and out. Dancing outside of that turret range, but he gets pulled in. Mine explodes, kills most of the Marines. That was a great mine explosion for 458, not for Gensay. Gensay hates that one. 458 loves it. Never dies. Tanks on the scene. Scan energy is almost there. Storms on the Marines. Oh, this attack from Gensay is not going that well. 458 has been able to keep killing and killing the units and forces being sent across the map and buying himself so much time that he's just grown bigger and richer. The supply is not that much greater though, but he has enough gateways. He's focusing on microing here on the middle. He killed the economy. Gensay is recovering his economy, but it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. It's 39 against 59. Scans, chases down the Dark Templars. Dark Templar stays alive. 2 more shuttles on the way. Picks them up. Got a couple more units here reinforcing this push from Gensay. Still threatening the front door, but the fact remains he has not stopped that robo production. Tries to go in, cannot quite go in. Mine explodes on the tank, takes out the tank. That's actually worth it. Actually worth it. Like, the units have the same cost, the tank and the Dark Templar, but Gensay having a smaller economy, losing a unit is more dangerous to him than it is to 458. Goes in, unloads the Dark Templar on the tanks, kills the Dark Templar, keeps tank barely alive, like one more swoop and it would have gone down. Turrets being placed there in 458's choke point. It's actually getting pretty dangerous here for 458. I thought he was doing awesome, but this is actually starting to look pretty bad. He's down in supply, has mines in his base, turrets in his base, the Dark Templars are no longer that valuable, and he's losing the robots in the front very soon as well. Can he still... yeah, the shuttles unloading on top of the tanks are not... oh, wait. Okay, the Dark Templar goes down a little bit too fast. So no friendly splash damage there on his own tanks. The Zealots, okay. The splash damage on the tanks in the back, on the tanks in the front, is doing a lot of work. It's more so that Gensay is killing his own units than 458 killing them. Gensay has to unsiege the tanks in the back, move them forward, and set up a stronger frontal perimeter on this choke point. But he's now on 52 SCVs. He's been recovering very well. Whereas 458 has stopped producing probes for a while. He's now resumed production, but he hasn't produced in like 2 or 3 minutes. So he's 64 now. He's scrambling to get as many gateways down as he can. The robots in the front are dying. One of them is still producing a shuttle. But the mines, he probably needs Dragoons. He probably needs Dragoons and Observers. Because those mines are absolutely breaking his back. They're breaking his back. Oh, drop inside of that base. Kills a bunch of SCVs. He had 59 or 60. Down to 31. So 458 managed to sneak his last shuttle across the map. Still has 3 here back at home. He managed to sneak one of his shuttles across the map and still kill those SCVs. But is it too late? Is it too late? This position from Gensay looks very strong. Very strong. Look at the turrets, look at the tanks, look at the vultures. We do have a lot of gateways there from 458. They're producing a lot of zealots. Goes in. This is his last chance. He's got to break this right now. I don't think he can, though. He's unloading on top of the tanks in the back. Very good unload. The shells got in way deeper than I thought they would. But the zealots are not strong enough. They just lack the firepower to actually kill the tanks. Look at this. So many tanks still alive. 2 more, 3 more. We got 11 tanks on the scene. Look at that. 11 tanks. Oh, siege is up. Very close. Gonna hit the probes. He's a little bit too far away. Should have sieged up right here instead of right there. A little bit too far away. Shooting on the tank. The cannon. Yeah, 458 really cannot produce enough to overpower these tanks and vultures. The amount of units here from Gensay just keeps growing, getting bigger, stronger. No upgrades, by the way. No upgrades for either player, I think. Yeah, okay, level 1 attack for 458, but the level 1 attack is not going to be too impactful. It calls GG. 458 got wrecked, destroyed, brutally taken down a notch by Gensay, who showed a very strong game. Despite losing his economy, well, half of his economy, not once, but twice. But despite losing half of his economy twice, he still managed to outproduce and outmuscle and outcontrol 458, which just goes to show how strong Gensay is on Terran. You don't really see a Terran with this power level that often. It doesn't happen too often. Very strong performance there. Very strong performance. Which means we'll be seeing you for the next video, which should be coming up hopefully sooner than this one did compared to the last one. Let's just hope that I get the chance to cast the next game or the next few games very soon so that you get to enjoy it here on YouTube. Together with me, you and I, together, along for the ride. See you soon.